We're in the rehab room for the Berwick Football Club after another huge win by the Wickers in the lead up to the finals. They're looking really good for the finals action in the SEFNL. They'll be in the qualifying final next week, and I would have thought it is the most ideal preparation for them. Their coach is Stuart Kevinman. He's been good enough to join me. Stu, was that almost the perfect performance against the league leaders?
It was far from perfect, but it was a nice way to get our season over and done with and preparing for the first week of the finals next week.
Where do you need to improve? Maybe goal kicking, but you're big on defence, aren't you? You've got the reserves playing wonderful football. Narry were not able to score a goal after half-time. You make it tough for teams to score, don't you? I would have thought that side of the game couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, no, I was very happy with the defensive effort from the team, not just individuals from the team. So that was good. In terms of improvement, the obvious ones are goal kicking and really capitalising on the opportunities we're creating and putting that scoreboard pressure on, particularly early in the game.
Did you feel that you were in the first quarter, and we had Glenn Gambetti, your president, as part of our expert commentary team in the first quarter, that you were a bit too selfless, that there were players that were open that you were passing to when then they got themselves into a bit of trouble, when really those players should have taken the responsibility of scoring themselves, and then maybe you're a bit too selfish, you overcorrected after quarter time?
Yeah, it's a tricky balance to find. I think you summed it up really well there. Sometimes in a game you've got to take the responsibility yourself and say, look, it's my turn to kick a goal and have it go at it and sort of whether you kick it or you miss, but you know, if you're in the best position you've got to take it. And then we did speak about that at quarter time and even at half time as well, and to a degree we overcorrected and probably didn't have the smartest of shots at goal, particularly that last quarter. There was probably guys open and we were going probably a little bit too willingly at goal. So a tricky one, but it's we're creating the opportunities, and I suppose that's a starting point.
And the fact you've beaten them for the first time this year on the eve of the finals, how important is that?
Oh, it's really important. They had a few players out, so let's not beat around the bush. But
so did you, though.
Yeah, we did, and you can take that how you want. But I suppose from our end, we have an expectation of effort and application, and I think from that end, our guys held up their bargains. So or their end of the bargain rather. So it's now about getting the execution right, particularly in front of goal. But yeah, win is a win, and winning form's good form.
Could there be a headache at the selection table because players that came in that may not be first choice players put the hand up today? James McLean, very good today. Will Arthurson continues to perform well. Young Chet Smith did a good job. When they're players that didn't do anything wrong, did they?
No, they didn't, and there'll be some unlucky boys going into the next week when we get the guys available, and then we'll be pretty close to full strength, which is exciting. We haven't had that luxury pretty much since round one, so there'll be some unlucky guys, but it's a good position to be in. And the guys, as you mentioned, that have come in, they've really shown that the last 2 years we've put a lot of emphasis into teaching a certain way and developing our brand as a club, and it just shows that when one goes down, another can come in and fill that role and do it well. So it's pleasing from a coaching point of view.
Appreciate your time. Congratulations on a great win. Good luck in the finals. We know that we'll be talking to you quite a bit in the finals. You're doing really well. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.